Hey everyone, and welcome back to Proxima Beyond. Last episode saw us weaving through space, searching for ships to salvage and blueprints to expand our tech. Unfortunately, we didn't find as many blueprints as we had hoped, so the hunt continues. Still, our journey wasn't without progress. We made it to the first planets. In episode 8, our adventure takes us to the Ice Moon, where the plan is to establish a hydrogen station. As it is made of ice, it's kind of the perfect location. Today we're all about setting up our base camp and settling in. But before we take off, we're gonna make sure our ship are well prepared and stocked with all the necessary base materials for the new outpost. So the plan is, I'm gonna move the connector here. We're gonna move that to the bottom of the ship. That's the plan. Then we're gonna fill both of these up with resources. I'm gonna fill this one up. What is this? 3,000? 1, 2, 3. You know what? I might just completely grind this away and make a large container, maybe 2 large containers on top of that, so we can fill up more, because we will need more storage. I'm sure of it. The thing is also, I don't have any. I have only 1 container in here, so that's not a lot, and I cannot replace it with much because otherwise I won't be able to get in here. Alright, so the goal of today is we're gonna go to the planet and start building an outpost. That's the main goal of today. My initial plan was to go down there to the bottom of the planet because the sun is orbiting a little bit at the low side of this planet, which means it always is daylight down there. But I think, looking at it, it also is constantly like dusk. It's not completely light, and it's because the sun doesn't hit the perfect spot. So if you're gonna be in a valley or just there's a mountain around it, it's gonna be constantly dark. So the plan instead is to move to the planet in the middle where we get the full sun on us. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna start applying sleep cycles so that when it gets dark and it is getting annoying and we don't see anything anymore, we can just go to bed, sleep through the night, and then start over the next day, just to get the most out of daylight. So what I'm gonna focus on, let's start with this connector. And as far as I can remember, there should be a connector somewhere here. Yeah, there's a connector there. So if I build my connector in here or here, that is not going to work. No. So I need to build my connector here. So let's weld you up, and we're gonna grind this open, and this is where we were gonna put our connector in, and then we're gonna put a conveyor under the bottom there. That's the plan. Yeah, that's gonna be better. So, and everything seems to be connected here. Everything is okay there. Yes, all right. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Double clicking on your grind by accident. Crazy. At least we didn't lose any gas. Right, so this conveyor is gonna go in here. Is there anything we can put in here now? No? There is definitely some space in here we could put something in. I mean, these cylinders are serving for nothing. Honestly, it might be the perfect spot to put another reactor in. How about this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. At the top we have 1, 2, 3 as well. I was thinking of putting actually a gun on the foundation, if that would be a good idea, but it might not be fitting anyway with the landing gear and stuff. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna put a reactor in there. I'm pretty sure we already built one, so maybe not. Okay, just reactor. If I build another reactor here, that should give us more power source when the batteries go down. And an ore detector would not be a bad idea as well. So if I put an ore detector here, like that, then it's nicely snuck away. Like this. We do have a beacon here. I'm gonna leave it there for the moment, but it would have been a good spot to put actually a beacon right here. such a nice little cozy corner here. And then in here, we can now put the connector. Like that. That perfectly fits in there. And then we can just put a conveyor right there that does this. Perfect. And that's a much better position to connect the ship to a base or whatever. And now we can get rid of that ugly connector in the back. What I might have to do here is drop this down, connector upwards. Or could we move the container to here with the connector on top? Yeah, maybe we do that. We merge block it against here, so I can just disconnect it with this pipe here. And then we can leave this conveyor. This is completely loose now. We should be okay to just take this all away. Yeah, okay. You know what I should have done? I should have kept it on my ship, then fly it to the position. So let's empty this container. Let's put everything into the large industrial. And then shift everything from here and here. So you're empty. Are you empty? You are. So we should be able to disconnect you. We got another Baldwin. What was it again in the Baldwin? I think assembler, no? Yeah. There was a container in the Baldwin as well, so it might give us a blueprint tablet. The question is, do we want to fly to that Baldwin? Do we want to kind of postpone our flight to the planet and go to that Baldwin? Or is it just a waste of time? We did a lot of scrapping and scavenging already though, so it might be just good to just go to the planet and it's there, and if it's not there, then we can do something else. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go to the planet. That's the goal today. We're not gonna bother about that Baldwin. Alright. So that's what we want to do. We want to put that connector there so we can land our ship on the connector. By the way, if you are interested in doing this playthrough, the same playthrough I'm doing, I have released it now on the workshop as a scenario. This is a pretty bare bones scenario. It just puts you in a situation where you have to survive. There are two included MES packages that are the Incon and the Assert, and of course the Scrapyard. You have no grind to learn, so everything you have to do is salvage and scrap. If you like this, you can keep playing it like that. Or if you want to join me and kind of make that progress, you can also install that grind to learn. But you also will have to do the adjustments that I did, where you have to disable split seas building restrictions and then also enable progression. But for the rest, there are no triggers, there are no milestones, everything is up to you. You decide how you play it, you decide what is your goal or what is your objective. This just puts you in the same world with the same planets. This might be something I change in the future, I don't know, but for the moment, this is more of a role-playing version of a scenario. You can try out your luck as well. So yeah, you can find it on the workshop. I'll drop a link in the description to it as well. I'm gonna fly this and I'm gonna dock you on top of that connector. That way we can keep everything charged up.
No fuel.
No fuel. Charge off, then refill off, and we should be able to control our ship a little bit better now. Foundation is a pretty nimble ship though, with all the thrusters on the nacelles. It is definitely very, it has a very good acceleration. And with the extra gyroscopes, it seems to be holding itself pretty well. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good ship to take to the planet. There we go. My connector is disabled again, so let's switch lock and do. And 6, you can refuel, batteries on charge, so that's all. Now, I don't think I can put a lot of stuff in this because all of this is going through small ports, no? So most of it I'm going to have to drop into this container here. Another thing we're going to do here is we're going to replace this with large containers. Although, did We empty this place? Yes. Alright, and now these small containers are gone. We can now build the large containers, which is going to give us much more storage. And I think we're going to build 2 of them. I'm just trying to see. If I do this, then we have the 2 large connectors on the top. One here and one here. Like that. And what we could do, we could actually put the... I was thinking about dropping the ship on the top, but we could put a connector on top here and just connect it and then drop it off where we want it. I'm starting to wonder if I should take the fighter with me. I don't know. Do we want to put a drill on here just that we have a drill with us? Because I have a feeling there might be a point where we actually build around this and build our own little drill ship. Because I have a feeling this is not going to suffice for drilling. You know what I mean? Could we put a connector here below it? Then just fly underneath and connect to it? We seem to have enough space. There we go. Alright, let's connect you so we can start transferring stuff over to this container. Another thing I probably want to do, we might do this afterwards, is put the assault gun we have down there on here. And talking about assault guns and weapons, I might just make some more ammo just to take it with me. Alright, so what do we have in our large cargo container? Large cargo container, we got the... Let's call it industrial then. Industrial. Wait, do I only have one? Oh no, sorry. We got magnesium. The refineries, what are the refineries doing? They are doing magnesium. We actually have quite a lot of magnesium. So I think we should start focusing on some uranium. And you know what? Stone as well. So let's just switch these around and then put the magnesium. We have like quite a lot of magnesium if I look at this. So, what I want to do is we're going to go to production. This is the assembler we have with the speed modules. So what I'm going to do here, we're going to make, I would say, 100 of these, 50 of these, and let's make 100 of these. These we can take with us. And then in our containers here, we can start moving some resources in. So let's see. Metal grids. I would say 150. Yeah, good. Can I move these back just so we have a bit of a better overview what we actually are taking with us? So 150 metal grids should be okay. I think you can build a large refinery with that. We can build some containers with it as well. So that should be okay. Then how many do we can? 4,000. Okay, let's put 4,000 steel plates in there.
1 hour later.
Okay. I think we got everything with us. Of importance at least. Alright, so both our containers are full. We got the batteries with us as well. So we should be safe to disconnect. Switch lock. There we go. Now the Mac I hate. Switch lock, and turn off. I'm gonna leave it hanging here. We're gonna turn the power off once this ship is still. There we go. So you don't fight my gyros of my ship. Then you are full as well, so we should be able to take off and connect. And then once the foundation is gone, we can build the assault gun on top of the platform there. So it at least protects the whole base a little bit better. Alright, let's just connect it to our little fighter. And I think then we're ready to leave. There we go. 3. And we just weld this one up. There we go. Now I can check this assault gun. Control panel, we need to do it here. And what we're going to do is we put the radius on maximum. Then we put the default on weapons. Okay. So now you should be able to at least defend this bit. We got a turret here, we got a turret there, and we got a turret here. Not amazing, but it should be able to cover a few angles in case something happens. But it shouldn't, because we're going to be pretty far away. There should be nothing spawning around here. But it's more of a backup plan. Just, you know, you never know. You never know. If I die, I spawn in here. The drones fly to my location, because that does happen. Anyway, we got our ship. We got our cargo containers. All right, we got everything in our containers. Got everything is connected. I think we can go. We can go and visit our first planet and start our first outpost. You know what I should do? A few things. I need to turn off my thrusters so it doesn't use any power. Close the doors. Close this one. I mean, we don't leave doors open when you leave the house, no? Then we just turn off our thrusters. And that should last our batteries a little bit longer. 3 days of battery power, but we also have the uranium in there, so we should be fine. So let's just aim for that spot there, so we can get as much day possible to build our base. Alright, so what can we expect landing on this planet? First of all, we're going to be able to make a lot of hydrogen, so that's good. I don't know what to expect from gravity. I don't know what to expect from spawns. We currently only have still Assert and Incon. Parallax most likely will join the party very soon. We'll see. I wonder if we could just put the merge block. Do we have a merge block here? There's two now. If I just say toggle block on and off, I might be able to just disconnect the ship first, drop it off somewhere, then disconnect the container so they are not together, because these containers might be a little bit too heavy for the ship itself. It's a blue ball. What are we weighing? 2 million? Is this 2 million? No, 200,000. It's like this doesn't make any sense. 428. 5 nacelle B. Should disappear, I think, at 20 kilometers. There we go. Yep. I do have a GPS. I did make a GPS the episode before, but I didn't record it. So we should be safe to find it back. Come on. Show me gravity. Tell me what I can expect. Doesn't look like there's any gravity here. What? No, there we go. All right. 2,900. We got 6. Let's just have a slowdown and see if we can handle that. Are we slowing down or are we not? We now have a 0.1 gravity. Thruster seems to be able to hold us up for the moment. You can see we're at 0. So I think we might be able to make this. All right, we turn off my dampeners. Let's get some coasting without using our hydrogen. So we're about 1 kilometer from the surface and we got 1.6, 0.6 G. What is this on the ground there? Is that a building? Can I aim at it? Does this show up as a ring? What's this? Doesn't seem like it's income. Otherwise there would be like a marker around it. My god, just don't do this. Almost pooped my pants. Is this a structure or is this just a weird... Oh, this is a stone or a boulder, a deposit. Okay, let's see. This might be a good spot to land anyway. 250 meters. Is this nickel? Alright. Just this carefully. Make sure that we don't bump it. The ship seems to be holding up everything pretty well. I was thinking that it might have caused some issues with the subgrids. This doesn't seem to be complaining. Can we try to just... Alright, disconnect merge block. There we go. Now, that was pretty smooth. And now we can do the same with the container. Just drop it a little bit further. Then we can land our ship as well. Disconnect containers. This merge block might give it a bit of a bump, but we should not be too much. There we go. And here we go. We are landed. We have arrived. Our oxygen tank is on, let me see, O2. This one seems to be on stockpile. What? No, oxygen, sorry. Oxygen tank seems to be on stockpile. There. So, gravity is 0.25, which is okay. That means our ship should be handling this pretty well. How much can you lift? My Mac plate is connected, I just noticed. Okay. Alright. On. Turn off that and... nothing? Wait, are you telling me that these gyro... Oh, what? Nope. I cannot get off the ground. Interesting. I cannot get off the ground with 4 thrusters. This only weighs 16,000. 4 thrusters on 25G. 0.25G. How many thrusters do we need? We might have to do a little bit of an adjustment to this fighter. How much hydrogen do we have left? We might actually have to start with the... what's this? We got 46 hydrogen, so we should start drilling some oxygen and drop it in here. Oxygen, ice.
Inventory full.
Okay, I think we cannot put the rest in there anymore, but that's good. That means now you can make some more oxygen or hydrogen so we don't run out of fuel when we need it. And as far as I know, this hydrogen O2G O2H2 generator takes a long time to do that. So while we're here, can we just have a quick look around and see if there's any deposits that might be a good spot to go and build on top of, or at least nearby? Iron, nickel, and cobalt. Well, that's a nice spot to land next to, no? This is actually a good spot to just start building here. Let me just GPS this. And then we can look for other deposits. Iron, nickel, cobalt, yes. Other spots. That one has a good spot there. Magnesium and silicon. Got silver. Silver and cobalt. Silver is AG, no? Or is that gold? No, I think AG is silver. And CO. So we got Finico, MG, and ACCO. Alright, good. what would we need most? I would say we need iron most, so it might be good to build on the iron deposits and then have a drill go down. I don't have pistons. We got an assert research base there. Not that far away, by the way. 7 or 2 kilometers. Is this research base? No. So it should be pretty okay. So we could build about here, and then we have a drill operation outside here. Yeah? Do I have any metal on me? I don't. Let's start with setting up our base. About somewhere here. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start framing out the base so we have a bit of an idea where it will be located and how we're going to face it. If I do this, this might be a good spot to have like the rover drive out or something. If we ever build a rover. I don't know if we build a rover on this planet. I'm not sure if this is the an outpost we're going to stay that long. But definitely we can drive up here without, you know, too much hassle. Let me just build the blocks for the moment and then we can look into are we going to conveyor things up and then remove those blocks if it's necessary. Let's say we keep this as garage / driveway landing bay in the front. How long is this ship? Well, we don't need to be completely on it, so we could definitely say like, okay, how much is this? Let's see. No, give me my large block, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. So let's start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. That means we could build a wall out. Holy shit, you're close. What? How did that happen? Wait. I mean, you were like 500 meters away and you did not attack me? Why? I mean, I'm not complaining, but you were way too close. What were you doing so close? I was like, what, 500 meters? So let's say this is the landing bay, and then we can start building our base in here. So we can start thinking about like survival kits, refinery. I'll just build some blocks on the outside and we can replace them then later, but I kind of can have a feel of what this base feels like in size. That thing really shocked me, flying so close. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, let's put an H2 generator in here. Should be this, no? No, that's an assembler. You are an O2 generator. Like that. You have a top port, you have a bottom port, and then you have 2 left and right. And that means we could put a container or something on that, and then the survival kit left or right. And then we can build a conveyor system underneath the door towards the connector that probably is going to be there. I might have to come and bring these containers over here instead. There we go. And then we can grind you away and put a conveyor line down the middle for a connector. Alright, what I'm gonna do, let's pick you up and bring you closer so I don't have to fly back and forth all the time. I'm just gonna grab you with my Mac plate. Alright, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drop the containers in the middle of the building so then I can easily use it to build and also transfer over when I need it. Just nice and gentle in the middle here. There we go. And then we can go and pick up our little fighter as well and drop it on the right side of the building, so it's at least close by. So yeah, this fighter, pretty pointless, aren't you, buddy? So yeah, we're gonna have to do some adjustments, I guess, or build a new one. I don't know yet. We'll see. Let's lock you on the ground here and focus on. There we go. So let's start with the conveyor system. I'm wondering if I should focus on my container first and then my... Yeah, maybe we do that first. So let's do a container. Like that. Because that is going to allow us to put that... Need interior plates. Okay. And then we can put the survival kits in the corner here. Like that. I think much of what I'm doing right now is probably temporary, but at least there's something built and then we can adjust when it's needed. What you mean you cannot withdraw medical components? Did we put them somewhere else? What's this? Hmm? Right. So, survival kit, and now we can focus on the pipe. So we're gonna go with an elbow. What do I have? Oh, I have ice in my inventory still. Need to drop that off. That should be easier to build now. Then one straight pipe. Missing requirements again. So I need to weld up each of these separately until I'm from underneath the wall. Otherwise I won't be able to reach it. I mean, I could grind away the wall and then build it again. And then one elbow again. That should be a no. Now we put a bunch of straight ones. Until here. I think here we need to put an elbow. Like that. And then on top of that, we're gonna put a connector. Then the only thing we need to do is weld this whole thing up. And then land our foundation on it. Let's get some more resources. I forgot that these containers don't conveyor when they don't have power. There we go. So now we got a conveyor that is gonna allow us to land on this. We got a survival kit, we got a cargo container, then we can work on our industry left and right, I'm assuming, although we might want to work to the right side so we keep the area open for drilling. I might also just drill down and then drill a hole into the ground. That might be a good idea. We'll see. Alright, let's lock you on there so you can both be charged and power the base for now. I have not seen a single scrap base dropping here. There we go. 3. Now you are connected. You are, of course, now powering my base. That means I can recharge my oxygen here. Yep. Okay. Can we start moving things over from here to here? Oh, you know what we should do is build a battery instead as well. And we could probably build that underneath the wall here. Just gonna allow us to get rid of those power cells. It's gonna be a lot of back and forth running until these power cells are in there. Got any here? Yeah, 36. More. 14 power cells left. no power cells anymore. Not here as well. And here? Huh? I'm missing 14 power cells. Where are the power cells? Really? I think they are in my fighter. There they are. Sticky buggers. Okay. So now we got a power cell. We got this. I think we're gonna build out here and then to the left. And I'm wondering where we should put our... I think we should build one solar array. So what I'm gonna do here, let's do this. Let's say that this is our living area. This is gonna be our industrial area. 2 refiners. That should definitely have space for 2 refineries. You might have to go larger because we want to put containers as well in here. So let's maybe do another 2. Like that. And then we can maybe extend to this. I'm kind of already setting a little bit of an area where we could build in. To be honest, this could be a nice hangar as well on this side. That means we could build our power towers on this side. So one. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna change this to cylinders, because I noticed when I was building before in another save is that that if you use cubes, then the solar panel kind of bugs out on the corners, at least if it gets too close. We're gonna put some limits, but anyway, it's good to have a cylinder instead. So let's do 1, 2. Then here we're gonna put a rotor. Now I'm realizing I probably could have used those detector components. Because the, what you call it, the turret control will use detector components. So on top of that comes a hinge. And let's just use in the build planner and get the rest of the build materials. So what I'm trying to do here is trying to clear out these containers. So then we can grind them away. I might have to move the rest over. And I think we're gonna just rebuild the miner later from scratch. That's gonna be just easier. Right, now we need a block on top. And then we also need a camera. This. And I think we're gonna put a camera here. Like that. And we're missing materials again. So let's go and get that out of the containers. One here or whatever. And I'm gonna be happy everything is in one place, or at least connected, so we don't need to check them. There we go. And then we'll put the turret control somewhere. Maybe we should just put it there for the moment. We can always make a room or something later, but not now. Cannot connect, yeah, detector components. That's the one. Okay, that's okay. Can look into that because I need to make solar panels as well. So, but what we can do now, let's start clearing out all the stuff. Start putting it in the container here. I think we might have to make a second container, because you are going to fill up very quickly. We're probably going to change that later and have the containers somewhere else with a large container instead. Or several large containers. There we go. Go. I am thinking about the color scheme as well of this base. I'm wondering if we should go for like a similar color as the planets, like a little bit like a cyan turquoise with some gray. Sorry, I know that we can keep following the scheme of my channel, and this is all nice and well, but if everything is going to be black and yellow, it's going to be pretty boring. So you're empty as well now. There we go. So now we have cleaned up everything. Let me double check the ship here. How much do you still have? Only ammo. Can I check what you have so we can maybe transfer that over as well? Because I don't think we need anything on this. All possible were deposited. No, it wasn't. You know, while you're editing your own footage, you always come to the realization what an idiot you are. You're looking at it and like, why are you doing this? You could easily use the conveyor system to just transfer it. Why do you do all this work? Stop it. Get some help. Some cobalt. I forgot about that. So we could definitely... I mean, we could, once we have a assembler / refinery as well. The cobalt is refined already, so we can definitely craft things with it. So I think the next thing we should do is probably build an assembler. I'm going to put a temporary assembler here until we have set up our area here. So I'm just going to put in one of those here. Because what I want to do, I need to make those components, and we need to make the solar panels. If we can do that, then we can start powering up our battery here, and then we should be good for a while. I want you to make, I think it was 20 reactor components. Was it? No. Detector components. 20 detector components. What do you mean? Definitely got enough iron. I don't have any nickel. Okay, we did have nickel here now. Let's get my drill out. That should show the ores. There we go. Nickel, 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 nickel. Right, I'm just gonna drill down and just pick up some nickel. Later we can do a automated drilling system. I do need to find pistons still. That's the problem. If I don't have a piston, then it's gonna be a bit of a struggle. Oh, we're here. Alright, let me just drill a little bit of that nickel, put it in the refinery, and we can continue from there. Oh, effing hell, I cannot refine nickel. Because you cannot refine nickel. Okay, I'm gonna have to build a large refinery. How much steel plates do we have? I think we should have enough. Okay, let's look into refineries and containers. If we build a large container here, that's going to take about 3 by 3 slots. So if I would go for the refineries like that, and we build these like this, then we can connect through the floor to them. Then we can put a container here or here. We'll have to look into it. We might have to extend it a little bit. Well, we can put a conveyor here. Do we have these like that? And another one. We do another T, because then it connects to that assembler. And then after we weld this one up, we just put a straight pipe to the refinery, and then we should be fine. Well, I need to weld up the refinery, of course, but we should then have a connection to the refinery. Just a straight pipe should be okay. We also don't have a welder yet. I don't think so. Let's see. Welder. No. So we don't have a welder. We don't have a grinder. These are things we're going to have to unlock. Holy shit. Look how quickly this thing is coming. Man. How prepared do I need to be for battle? I might have to drill underneath there one day. Put the modules below it. But now you can do the refinery and you can make my reactor components. There we go. Alright. This whole thing is this welded up? I think so, no? We just need to name these. So we're gonna call this one rotor. Solar tower 1. I don't know, it feels almost like this guy is fighting something. Hinge. Solar tower 1. And camera. Solar tower 1. And then we can go to our what now? Approaching ground installation. I'm assuming you're going that direction. Okay. So rotor, the azimuth rotor is the horizontal one. Elevation rotor is going to be the hinge. Camera is going to be the camera. We're going to put everything on, not minus 30,
Energy.
on 1. And this on 1, so that the motor takes time. It doesn't go too quickly, and it doesn't abruptly move towards the sun. We say always aim at the sun. You will now see that this thing is going to move and aim at the sun. And then we're going to put some solar panels on there, and we're going to make our power. I think one solar panel takes about 48. You take about 32. So I will need 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 32 is 64. Is 128. You will need silicon wafer for that. Now, we did have some silicon there. Look at some silicon.
Inventory full.
And let's go back home. I need to probably put a GPS there with a different color. Find it back easier. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here, we're gonna drop a GPS point here. What are we gonna call this planet? Planetary planetary what? Terry what? Oh my god, planetary outpost. Not sure if we're gonna name this planet something. I mean, it would be very rude to call a planet a certain name if there is already people here, but what the hell. This guy just lands here, starts naming our planets, some weird name. Who does he think he is? And then this fighter here, we still need a name, laying here. I think most people called it Stinger. I think it was. I don't know anymore. I need to check it again. But now you should be making solar panels. Yes. Let's get some steel plates. Let's prepare for that. You know what I need to do as well? I need to put a limit on the hinge. So it doesn't go lower than the pole there. It should be okay, but we want to make 100% sure. So we have to put this, I think, on minus or plus. I think it's going to be plus 85. So let me just double check. You're now aiming at 37, so I think we need to put you at 80. And I'm going to do the same for you. So you cannot go lower than this point. We're going to put one here. We're going to put one here. We're going to put one here. And we're going to put one here. And then we can put some plates. Like this. And this. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. So now you should be generating about 160 kilowatts. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 320, 640 kilowatt per hour. That means our battery should now, let's see, recharge in 12 hours. And that is actually while our refinery is working. Assembler is not, but that's okay. Okay, before we go all the way here with this, I was thinking to go for a color scheme, which is you know what, I don't want to do it here. Let me just take a color that I'm not going to use, and let's go for like a bluish. Like this. And I'm just going to do Control Shift and everything is going to be that color, I'm assuming. Except for you, because you're the subgrid maybe. And then I want to work with the gray of this. Now, this might be a little bit darker. No. Yeah. And now we can kind of I'm gonna need my spray paint again. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Once we get some color going, it might be better to see what I mean with the design. What I was thinking is, instead of using these, I just did a bit of a lineup. This might be just okay, but here I might want to change this to like do we have the interior walls? No. We kind of do these and these and these and these. So now we can go for, I would say, this. And we might actually still change these to these, because we're going to put a dot in between there. And then in the corners here, maybe we do, because there is no connection between these. So I think if I do 3 and we do you, maybe. Okay, you're not there. Well, that doesn't look bad. If I change the color of this, we can put a block in here. But if I change the color of this to gray, which we used for the solar panels, so I'm going to use the same color here, and I just paint you gray. I think we're just going to put a regular block here, maybe then. I don't know. This, you know what? The survival kit probably will move. So what I'm going to do, we're going to put that block there as well, and then we're going to put a interior block as we are using this one here, and then take the color over from here, put that one like that. Because we're going to change this. The survival kit, all that is going to change the position. So I'm just building a few blocks together so I can see how the colors look. If we're happy with it, then we can continue maybe with a time lapse. All right? I kind of like this. Because that allows me to build the... Is it this one or is this one? I can do this. Then we can put half blocks on top of that. Oh, we could do this. Or do we do just this? And maybe give it a sci-fi armor. Get some steel plates. There we go. Could do something like that. I kind of like the combination with this gray and the turquoise. I'm not sure if that's the right color. We might have to do some work on the outside to make it look cleaner, but can put a door in here. Then we can put a vent and we can make this complete area airtight. I'm gonna have to start drilling some ice, but I do not have a single piston. If I would put a pipe like that, then we put a hinge on this. Like this. And then on that, we put a drill like that. And then with the hinge, we can just make it go down a little bit. And for the moment, that's going to serve enough to make ourselves some ice. It's going to be quicker for sure than drilling by hand. And we can always extend if it's necessary with some pipes and stuff until we finally find a piston, because that's going to be necessary if we want to have a good, decent, automated, half-automated device. There we go. And then we just turn you on. You might already start mining some ice, I think. No. Right. And now I'm gonna put you on a speed of 1. You should be starting to drill the ice away bit by bit. Which, you know what we should build as well here on the side for the moment is a O2 generator. Like this, so we can make our oxygen quicker. How much space do you have? 23,000, okay. I'm gonna turn this drill off. No, I'm gonna turn you off. Hinge lock. There we go. I'm gonna let you drill. There we go. You're gonna get the ice. This is gonna fill up. You're gonna fill up my ship. How much do you give me now? Yeah, there you go. See, now I'm filling up. 69. Nice. 70. We're going. Alright everyone, that is, I think, where we're gonna wrap it up for today. We've made some real good progress. We have set up our survival kit, we got an assembler, refining units, we got oxygen and hydrogen generation, and we even started mining some ice, so far so good. We also got our solar setup running, which is gonna keep us charged up, at least for a while. However, I'm contemplating a few changes for the next episode. The layout around the survival kit might need some tweaking because I don't like where it is. While a medbay would be ideal, we haven't unlocked that yet, so we're gonna have to wait for that. Plus, the size of our refinery and where we want to put the containers might be needing some rethinking or optimizing. Looking ahead to next week, we want to focus probably on expanding the base so everything fits and everything makes some sense, and possibly also build a small mining ship since we already have a steady supply of hydrogen if we mine more ice to fuel it. Now, speaking of ships, our fighter is currently grounded, cannot fly as intended, which makes it a bit of a waste of space, so I'm not sure what to do with it, if I just bring it home or if we adjust it to make it flyable with hydrogen. It might become a little bit too bulky, I don't know. Also, I'm still thinking about the color scheme for the base. I'm not entirely sure if we're gonna keep it, but I do like the combination between the gray and the turquoise. So we'll see about that for the next episode. But as always, you can drop your suggestions or ideas in the comments. For now, I'm just gonna set up a temporary bed. I'm gonna take a well-deserved nap, and I will see you again in episode 9. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good one. Beeblebum out.